God's blessings to you as we gather for our weekly reflection on faith, justice, peace, and community. I pray that these reflections might stir within each of us a greater desire to come to know the God of love, beauty, mercy, justice, and peace, seeking to be spiritually fed in order to better honor God's love and faithfulness to us in the ways that we care for ourselves and for each other. My brothers and sisters, leave it to Jesus to take the 10 commandments and boil it down to 2 equal commandments that in tandem draw us closer to understand the privilege, responsibility, and joy in living in God's love, something that Jesus refers to as kingdom living. The devout scribe who approaches Jesus in all sincerity asks which of the 10 commandments is the greatest. Jesus recites the Hebrew scriptures that in reality reflect the first 3 of the 10 commandments: loving God above all things, worshiping God, having no false gods, especially any place God is in second place in our lives. But then Jesus doesn't stop there. He takes the other 7 commandments and wraps them up in an equal commandment to the first. You shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. All too often, we can ignore the first great commandment, getting caught up in doing good things, caring for our neighbor, which is everyone, especially the poor. But our motivations may be off-center, more about feeling good about ourselves or looking good or even superior in the eyes of others. We can ignore the second great commandment by claiming a false belief, a false piety, again, perhaps to raise ourselves above others, or as a safe haven to avoid having to do the hard work of ministry to others. We ignore it as well in the ways we abuse our bodies, our minds, and our spirits, failing to realize that by doing so, we dishonor the gift of life that God has given each of us. As disciples of Jesus, we need to put work into both of these areas, assessing our motivations and behaviors and asking the questions, do I place my relationship with God and God's desired relationship with me above all others? Do I value this body, this mind, this spirit with which God has gifted me? Do I allow God to stretch me in my outreach to others? Sometimes I like to rephrase the second great commandment as this: love your neighbor as you know God loves you. Jesus reminds us that our God is a God of relationship, where all relationships with God, with ourselves, and with all of God's people have equal value, but only when we bind ourselves to the deep longing within God that all may be one. On behalf of the Catholic Christian family here at St. Agatha, I want to thank you for all the ways that you continue to allow the Lord to work through you, with you, and in you. We hope you will join us this Sunday for our Masses in person at 8 and 10:30 a.m. or online at 8 a.m. and available online afterward. No matter in person or online, we hope to see you there. Thank you, and in all things, be blessed.